Almost Skateboards is known for its highly skilled riders, whom I'm trying to catch up with. They also have decks that feature cutting-edge technology. One of the most famous is the Impact Support deck. Typically, a skateboard comprises 7 or 8 layers of thin wood plates stacked on each other. But the Impact Support deck has carbon discs embedded around the trucks to improve the pop and the board's durability. More than 10 years ago, they introduced an even more advanced version of this board, the Double Impact series. In addition to the regular Impact Support carbon discs, they installed an entire layer of carbon fiber on top of the board to further improve its performance. And it was just recently they seem to have restarted production of this series. Although carbon fiber sounds like something, and it certainly feels crispy when riding, but what does the Double Impact do from a scientific point of view? This time, we will analyze how the almost Double Impact reacts compared to other boards when they receive the theoretically same amount of force. You're watching Whythetrick, please subscribe. In this experiment, we will use 3 different boards. The first is a regular Impact Support with the tail worn away after a month of use. Because of the wear and tear, it should be a little lighter. Also, as the carbon discs might affect the weight, I weighed it to be sure, and it weighed 1.3 kilograms. Please note this, the scale measures weight in increments of 0.05 kilograms or 50 grams. So, even when it says 1.3 kilograms, it might be 1.31 or 1.34 kilograms. Please note this measurement margin. And the second is a brand new blank deck. It has no particular characteristics and is of a standard shape. It costs about $70 and should be strong enough for some serious skateboarding, unlike the cheap ones you can find at DIY stores. As used in this experiment, with the deck tape on the tail, it weighed 1.3 kilograms. With the rest on top, it weighed 1.4 kilograms. And the third is what we focus on this time, the Double Impact. It has an entire layer of carbon fiber on top and carbon discs around the trucks. What more do you want? It is said to pop higher and last longer. It weighed 1.4 kilograms. Although the figures may contain some measurement margins, the difference between the blank and the Double Impact should be less than 50 grams. Carbon fiber is known to be lighter and stronger, and is even often used in aircraft, so I thought the Double Impact should be somewhat lighter, but the difference seems minimal. By the way, all of these boards are 8 inches in size, and have approximately the same kicktail angles. The trucks are Tensor Maglite 5.25, and the wheels are Bones X formula. As you can see, the trucks and wheels are worn out and will not perform as well as they should, but by using the same trucks and wheels on all 3 boards, we should be able to compare only the board's performance. Next, we have to find a way to pop the tail with a constant force while eliminating our subjective assumptions. So, I bought steel pipes, metal parts, and a chunk of rubber that serves as a weight. And the stupidest contraption in human history is now complete, an artificial pop generator. Initially, I planned to drop 1.4 kilograms of rubber material, but the weight was not enough to raise the nose. So I added 1 kilogram of water, bringing the total to 2.45 kilograms. This weight is dropped vertically onto the tail from 80 centimeters high. I will not discuss the detailed physics this time, which honestly I can't, but intuitively, you should be able to tell this is enough to pop the tail. Please also note that the weight stops about 2 to 3 centimeters off the ground. This prevents the weight from blocking the board's upward bounce by continuously holding down the tail. Now, let's see what happens. When I drop a weight on the tails, they all pop similarly, and there seems to be no difference after all. So, let's overlap them and see what's actually taking place. And now, you can see that there are slight but certain differences. The blank deck has the smallest pop angle. I repeated this experiment multiple times, and on average it was about 75 degrees. And the impact support, although it was in bad shape, it rose to 77 degrees on average. Finally, the double impact. The nose bounced up about 82 degrees. This one popped noticeably higher. And one more interesting thing, if you compare the blank deck with the double impact, you can see that the double impact pops closer than the blank deck. This should have something to do with the flex of the board. In the case of the blank deck, the board bends at the moment the force reaches the tail. And due to the flex, the board lets the force move forward instead of popping straight back up. On the other hand, in the case of the double impact, when the force reaches the tail, the board pops back up without bending like a blank deck. This allows the board to lift more vertically without shifting the board center of gravity forward. I admit, the pop generator was not exactly accurate. Sometimes it didn't stand straight, other times the weight slowed down in the middle. That's for next time's improvement. Nonetheless, this experiment indicated the double impact pops higher, but it does not directly translate it is always good. If the nose's rising force is too strong relative to the front foot's position, it can cause a rocket ollie or make it difficult to flick out your front foot in a kickflip. Of course, it does have good points. Along with higher pop, its hardness seems to help with late flips. The board is so stiff that I can flip it with only a smallest touch. Another advantage and the biggest disadvantage of the double impact is its condition when used over a long period of time. Although the carbon fiber on the top sheet provides everlasting pop, the edge of the sheet disintegrates and stings your hand when you grab it. It will be fine for skaters who don't grab their boards very often, but if you do, just watch out. So I recommend choosing a board that matches your style. Just one more thing. Have you ever wanted to analyze your video without having to repeat it over and over again? If you do, please try Whythetrick's video player. You can select the duration of video you want to play, loop it, adjust playback speed, and even crop it. Please visit my website and give me your feedback. And that's all for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.